Let me ask you a question that might sting a little. Perhaps it's a question you've been avoiding for far too long. When you look into the mirror, truly look into the mirror, not to fix your hair, not to check your outfit, but to lock eyes with yourself. Do you genuinely respect the person staring back at you? It's a harsh question, isn't it? Because the mirror does not lie. It doesn't care about your excuses for why you didn't launch that project, why you skipped the gym, or why you snapped at someone you love. It only reflects reality. And for far too many of us, what stares back is a ghost of our potential, a version of ourselves that compromised, that settled, that chose comfort over calling. We are standing on the brink of 2026, and you face a choice that will define you. You can allow the next year to mirror the last one, filled with good intentions that never became action, promises made to yourself that were forgotten by noon, that sinking feeling in your stomach that you are capable of more, yet somehow it slips through your grasp. Or you can decide today that the old you ends. You can choose to become someone unrecognizable. But I have to warn you first. This truth may offend you. It may make you want to turn away, but if you endure it, it could transform your life. Here it is. Nobody is coming to rescue you. No one. Nobody is going to wake you up early. Nobody is going to take the junk food out of your hand. Nobody is going to force you to read that book or finish that plan. Your boss doesn't care if you reach your potential. The economy doesn't care if you succeed. And the world is too busy to focus on your dreams. Many people waste their entire lives waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for encouragement, waiting for motivation to magically carry them across the finish line. But motivation is unreliable. It is a fairy tale we tell ourselves. It disappears when you're exhausted, when the weather is grim, or when heartbreak strikes. Waiting for someone else to give you permission to excel is waiting to die without ever trying. You have to save yourself. You have to confront the chaos in your life and say, enough. How do we transform a life that feels stuck or merely okay into something extraordinary by 2026? It doesn't happen by trying to change everything at once. That's the trap. That's why January fails, why Mondays feel like repeats. You attempt to scale the mountain in one leap, exhaust yourself, crash, and quit. The secret to transformation is not speed or intensity, it's consistency. It's the philosophy of 1%. In the first hour of your day, feed your mind. You cannot sustain growth on mental sugar alone. Nourish your brain with ideas, with knowledge, with strength. Read something challenging. Journal to organize your thoughts. Sit in silence and reflect. Most people never stop to think. They react, they run on autopilot, but you will pause, you will visualize the person you want to be. You will ask yourself, what good will I do today? This morning routine isn't a list of chores, it's a ritual of self-respect, a declaration that you value your future more than your sleep. Win your mornings, and the world bows to your armor. Traffic won't irritate you as much. Difficult colleagues won't derail you. You are centered, grounded, in control. But it goes deeper than just mornings. The voice in your head matters because you speak to yourself more than anyone else. And some of you are crueler to yourself than you could ever be to your worst enemy. You tell yourself you're lazy, that you always mess up, that you'll never have enough money, that thinking must die. Your mind is a garden. You decide what grows there. If you leave the gate open, weeds, doubt, fear, I can't, will thrive on autopilot. Negativity requires no effort. Positivity demands discipline. Every morning, declare war on your old identity. Speak 10 truths to rewrite your inner software. Remind yourself you are responsible for your life and happiness. Stop blaming circumstances, your family, or the weather. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's a privilege. Say, my past doesn't define my future. Failures, setbacks, missed opportunities, none of them determine your destiny unless you remain trapped in the rearview mirror. Today is a blank canvas. You can create something extraordinary. This requires brutal honesty. Stop negotiating with weakness. That inner voice whispering, you've earned a break, or one donut won't hurt, is lying. It wants to keep you small and comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Every time you yield to that voice, you vote for the old version of you. Every deferred action builds the habit of quitting. Habits are cables. Thread by thread, day by day, they become either unbreakable lifelines or chains that hold you back. We fix this by tracking actions, not intentions. The world is full of people with good intentions, and graveyards are full of projects left unfinished. Stop measuring yourself by what you plan to do. Measure yourself by what you actually do. Did you complete the work today? Yes or no? Did you make the healthy choice? Yes or no? No gray area. And if you failed, don't waste energy on guilt. Admit it, learn, and say, I didn't show up today, but it will not become a habit. This is about building identity. You don't just try to run, you become a runner. You don't try to save, you become an investor. The goal isn't only results, it's becoming the type of person who achieves them. Stacking small wins is powerful. Choosing the salad over fries is a vote for the new you. Keeping your mouth shut instead of arguing is a vote for the new you. Doing push-ups when exhausted is a vote for the new you. These small victories ripple outward, building real confidence. The confidence born from keeping promises to yourself, not empty affirmations in the mirror. But beware. As you grow, resistance will come from outside too. You'll face hard choices about the people around you. You can't change them, but you can change your circle. Some people drain your energy, spread gossip, or cling to mediocrity. They feel threatened when they see you rising, working harder, growing stronger. They'll try to pull you back, saying, "Why are you working so hard? Come relax." You must be strong enough to say, "Yes, I've changed, and I'm not done." Walking alone may be necessary. It's better to walk alone in the right direction than follow a herd over a cliff. No one will protect your dreams, applaud your effort, or validate your struggle. Work in silence. Let your results make the noise. You don't need to announce your plans to the world. Just execute. Let your achievements speak. While grinding silently, you must master focus. We live in an age of constant distraction, and attention is precious. Every interruption steals momentum. Train your mind to stay on the important, ignore the trivial, and prioritize relentlessly. Small, consistent steps compound. They build the person you need to become to live a life that matters. You are constructing your identity one choice at a time. The salad instead of fries, the extra page of reading, the moment you didn't give in to laziness. These decisions create a self-sustaining loop. Action builds confidence, confidence builds consistency, consistency builds transformation. By 2026, you can be unrecognizable, but only if you commit fully. You must feed your mind, control your habits, guard your thoughts, manage your circle, silence the naysayers, and fight the internal voice that wants to keep you small. This journey isn't glamorous, it's relentless. There are no shortcuts. The 1% improvements, the daily discipline, the small wins, they stack quietly. Yet, when compounded over months and years, they transform a life. What begins as tiny efforts in the morning becomes momentum, becomes identity, becomes greatness. The truth is brutal. No one will do this for you. You must do it for yourself. Look in the mirror. Ask if you respect the person staring back. If the answer is no, if you sense untapped potential, begin today. Stop waiting, stop blaming, stop negotiating with weakness. Every choice, every small action, every morning matters. Start stacking wins, rewriting your identity, and becoming a version of yourself that your old self could never have imagined. Your future is not a dream, it is constructed in the present, built on the decisions you make right now. Don't underestimate the power of consistency, the power of 1%, the power of saying enough and choosing yourself. Life will challenge you, try to pull you off course, and tempt you with comfort. Every victory over those moments, every conscious choice, every commitment to growth is a vote for the person you want to become. The old you is not gone. It's waiting for you to stop feeding it, starve it, replace it, and build the new self. By 2026, that new self can dominate, thrive, and rise above what you once thought possible. Your phone is a weapon of mass distraction. It is engineered to steal your attention, to monetize your gaze, to keep you trapped in the endless dopamine loop of scrolling. Every time you pick up your phone to check a notification that doesn't matter, you are stepping off the path of the 1%. You are trading your irreplaceable time on this earth for another cat video, another vacation photo, another scroll that adds nothing to your life. Is that really the value of your existence? You need to learn the art of boredom. You need to sit with problems until solutions emerge. You need to master deep work. Focus has become the ultimate competitive advantage. The person who can remain in a room for an hour, undistracted, doing one meaningful thing, is dangerous. They are the ones shaping the future, not the ones reacting to it. Your body is the foundation of everything. You cannot have $1 million vision on minimum wage energy. You have to move even when your energy is low, even when exhaustion tugs at you. Motion generates emotion. You don't wait for the desire to exercise. You move first, and then desire follows. Energy is generated, not received. The moments when you feel weakest, when your mind wants to quit, when your body aches, are precisely when transformation happens. Doing it when it's easy is trivial. Anyone can do that. Doing it when it's hard, when the fog of fatigue clouds your mind, when the world seems against you, that is when you are forging resilience. The mental toughness David Goggins speaks of. That is how you separate yourself from the 99%. Treat your body as the only vehicle you will ever have, because it is. You wouldn't pour sand into the gas tank of a Ferrari, so why fuel yourself with junk and expect peak performance? Eat to sustain, to fight, to win, not just to satisfy cravings. This journey is not linear. You will have setbacks, off days, moments where you feel like you're moving backwards. But the only true failure is quitting. Many quit just before the breakthrough, unable to see the unseen growth happening beneath the surface. Think of bamboo. It spends 5 years building roots before it grows. Those roots are invisible, but they are what allows the bamboo to shoot up hundreds of feet in a matter of weeks. You are in that root-building phase. You are developing the character, discipline, and endurance necessary to sustain the success you desire. Instant success without preparation is dangerous. Without the foundation, it destroys. Every obstacle, every setback, every rejection is material for your growth. Turn them into fuel, into lessons, into momentum. Focus on building a legacy. Brick by brick. A bricklayer does not stress over the entire wall. He lays each brick with precision and care. Your task is the same. Read those pages, complete that workout, make that call, show kindness, take one deliberate action each day, repeat tomorrow. The trap lies in negotiation with yourself. When things get tough, many rationalize, I've done enough this week, I can skip today, or nobody is watching, it won't matter. That voice is weakness trying to protect mediocrity. You have an elite version of yourself trapped behind a door that only discipline can unlock. Discipline is not punishment, it's a gift to your future self. It is choosing long-term gain over short-term comfort. Imagine December 2026. Picture yourself in the mirror. Your eyes are sharper, posture stronger, energy higher, relationships deeper. You feel pride, not regret. That version of you is waiting, but only if you start now, not Monday, not next month. Every second lost to hesitation is irretrievable. 1 hour a day is transformative. 1 hour of study, 1 hour building a side project, 1 hour of exercise. Multiply that over a year, 365 hours of focused effort. That is life-changing, but it requires embracing boredom, embracing work that is uncelebrated, unglamorous, unseen. Fall in love with the process, not the outcome. Happiness lies in the journey, not in distant milestones. Grind in the early hours when the world sleeps, when the dream exists only in your mind. Develop a no excuses mentality. I'm too tired, no excuse. I don't have time, no excuse. I'm not smart enough, no excuse. Excuses are nails in the house of failure. Replace them with accountability, strategy, and action. Speak in terms of solutions, not problems. Ask, how can I win, instead of, why me? Your mind will search for the path you focus on. This battle is daily. You don't win it once, you win it each day, moment by moment. Stack these 1% wins. The compounding effect is invisible at first, like an ice cube in a room gradually heating. Nothing seems to change until the temperature hits the point of transformation, and suddenly the work you've been doing explodes into visible results. Every effort, even unseen, is stored as potential energy, building momentum for your breakthrough. Don't quit just because the results are delayed. You are building roots, sharpening your tools, becoming. Your attitude determines your trajectory. The wind of circumstance blows equally on everyone, but the sail you set determines your course. Disaster, opportunity, economic shifts, political changes, they affect all. But how you respond differentiates you. Life will knock you down. Your choice, stay down and play the victim, or rise, dust yourself off and ask, is that all you got? That simple question transforms fear into strength, chaos into strategy, victimhood into warrior mentality. Between every stimulus and every response lies a space, a pause where your freedom lives. That space is where power resides. Pause, observe, Choose responses that serve your future self, not just your present feelings. Control what you can, your focus, your attitude, your energy, your circle. Many fail because they try to build skyscrapers on foundations of quicksand. You cannot thrive surrounded by those comfortable in mediocrity. Energy is your currency. Cut ties with the energy vampires, those who gossip, complain, or project small thinking. They deplete your power and stunt your growth. Surround yourself with people who elevate you, who challenge you, who inspire progress. Build systems that reinforce your habits, your discipline, and your identity. Protect your mind, body, and focus fiercely. You are in a race against time, against distraction, against mediocrity. Every action, every choice, every hour invested in yourself compounds into a future you control. Reject the superficial, embrace struggle, cherish the process. Develop endurance in body and mind, fortitude in the face of adversity, clarity amidst chaos. By mastering these daily disciplines, focus, motion, attitude, and selective association, you are constructing a life that is deliberate, powerful, and unshakable. The transformation is cumulative, invisible at first, but unstoppable over time. Every moment wasted on scrolling, on excuses, or on low-value distractions is a moment lost in the battle for your potential. Guard your attention, sharpen your habits, and commit to the relentless pursuit of growth. The path to the top 1% by 2026 is paved with small wins, stacked consistently. The mornings you rise before comfort, the workouts completed when tired, the pages read when distracted, the calls made when procrastination whispers. These are the bricks of your legacy. Discipline unlocks the door. Persistence carries you through the unseen route phase. Attitude sets your sail. Focus sharpens your mind. Energy fuels your body. Surround yourself with those who elevate you. Reject the easy. Embrace the struggle. Honor the process. The results will follow. Every second counts. The person you will become is waiting for you, but only if you act now, without hesitation, without compromise. You might think you are being loyal, but loyalty to a toxic past is betrayal to your future. You have to be uncompromising about your circle. Ask yourself honestly, are these people propelling me forward, or are they keeping me stuck? Are they igniting my drive, or are they dousing it with negativity? If they drain your energy, if they make you question your ambition or doubt your capabilities, you must love them from a distance. Protect your peace as if your life depends on it, because it truly does. You cannot control others, but you can control the environment you choose to exist in. Surround yourself with those who elevate, challenge, and inspire you. While auditing your circle, audit your words. So much is said about the grind, the hustle, the long hours, but rarely do we discuss the art of communication. You can be brilliant, creative, hardworking, but if you cannot express your value, the world will overlook you. Communication is the bridge between who you are and what the world perceives. Most of us talk, but we fail to connect. We hear, but we don't truly listen. If you want to improve by 1% each day, mastering the spoken word and the power of silence is critical. It begins with active listening. Most people listen to respond, not to understand. They are rehearsing their next words while you speak, missing the essence of what is shared. Stop, be present, give your full attention. When someone speaks, put your phone down, look them in the eye. Eye contact is not merely polite, it is courageous. It says, I see you, I respect you, I am fully here. Avoiding it signals insecurity or disinterest. Holding it builds trust instantly. People remember how you make them feel more than the words themselves. When you do speak, choose your words deliberately. We live in a world full of noise, where everyone rushes to voice opinions. Be the one who pauses, thinks, and speaks with clarity. Complex ideas do not need complex words. Clarity is power. If you confuse people, you lose them. The most effective communicators make difficult ideas simple, understandable, and memorable. Practice daily. Record yourself. Listen to the sound of your own voice. It will feel awkward, even jarring, but this is the mirror through which you learn how others perceive you. Adjust your tone, pacing, and enunciation. Refine your communication until your words land with precision and authority. But remember, external skill alone is insufficient. Communication, influence, and relationships are meaningless if you are fractured internally. Success begins with the messy middle. The first day of a diet, the launch of a business, the early motivation, it feels exciting. But what happens on day 17 or day 45, when results are slow and energy fades? Most quit just before the breakthrough. Consider the Chinese bamboo tree. You plant the seed, water it, fertilize it. Year 1, nothing. Year 2, nothing. Year 3, nothing. Year 4, nothing. People will doubt you, mock your efforts, say nothing is happening, but you persist. Year 5, in 6 short weeks, the tree grows 80 feet. Did it grow in 6 weeks or 5 years? The answer is 5 years. Those years of unseen growth built the roots strong enough to support phenomenal heights. You are in your invisible phase, building your roots, your foundations. The results aren't visible yet, but they are accumulating. Measure progress, not perfection. If you compare yourself to an idealized standard, you will always feel insufficient. Compare yourself to yesterday, to who you were, and you will see growth. Did you lay one brick today? Did you take one meaningful step? Then you are winning. Small wins compound. They build belief, momentum, and confidence. Celebrate the journey, celebrate sweat, struggle, persistence, and the fact that you continue when others quit. Happiness is not waiting for milestones. It's in the small daily acts that shape character. Stop waiting for external validation. Nobody will cheer for you as passionately as you can cheer for yourself. Your vision was given to you, not to them. Your dreams are yours to defend. Work in silence. In a culture obsessed with announcement, visibility, and look at me culture, energy is wasted in words. Let results speak. Observe, learn, and act. Build quietly, but build relentlessly. The most dangerous person is the one who works unseen until the moment their results are undeniable. Competence is its own loudspeaker. Be that person. To sustain this, you must fuel the engine. Your body. You cannot sustain $1 million dream on minimal energy. Weak energy leads to weak decisions. Sluggish bodies fog sharp minds. Look honestly in the mirror, not the flattering version, but the raw truth. Have you been lazy? Excusing yourself? Settling for comfort over growth? Own it. Confession is the first step toward change. Stop pretending. Stop claiming effort you don't deliver. The mirror doesn't lie, and neither should you. Reconstruct your identity. Stop saying, I am trying to quit smoking. Start saying, I am not a smoker. Stop saying, I am trying to run. Start saying, I am a runner. Identity drives behavior. You act according to who you believe you are. If you identify as a procrastinator, you'll delay. If you identify as a champion, you'll find a way to win. Speak to yourself like a victor. I am capable. I am relentless. My future is bright. These words are not hollow affirmations. They are directives to your nervous system, programming your internal biocomputer. Feed it conviction and belief, and results will follow. Excuses are the nails in the house of failure. I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have money, I don't have time. Lies all. Everyone has the same number of hours in a day. The difference is in priorities, in focus, in resourcefulness. Arguments for your limitations reinforce them. Do you want to maintain limits or break them? Obstacles are tests of resolve. When you encounter a wall, don't retreat. Confront it. Say, good, this wall is here to measure how badly I want it. The struggle builds character. Don't wish for easier paths. Wish for the skills to master challenges. Decide to win, not hope. Not try, but decide. Decision is derived from Latin cedere, to cut off. Real decision cuts all alternatives. You remove the option to quit, the option to fail. You burn the boats. You commit fully. Over the next 7 days, you are creating a streak. 7 days of unbroken discipline. 7 days where you show up fully for yourself. No excuses, no rationalizations. Complete the tasks you commit to. Build momentum. Each completed task is a brick in your fortress, a vote for your future self. When combined, these 7 days set the tone for months, for years. Momentum compounds. The small victories of today shape the unstoppable force you will become. Guard your mind, guard your circle, guard your energy, guard your body, and commit to the relentless pursuit of growth. Each day, each hour, each decision compounds. You are building roots, you are building character, you are building a legacy. And the legacy is not given, it is taken. You are going to wake up when the alarm rings. No snooze. You are going to move your body. You are going to eat for fuel. You are going to dedicate 1 hour to deep work. You are going to speak to yourself with kindness and conviction. Just 7 days. Why 7 days? Because you need to prove to yourself that you can follow through. You need to experience the feeling of control, of discipline, of being on fire. Once you taste it, you will never want to revert to the old version of yourself. You will become addicted to progress, and that is a productive, healthy addiction. But beware, the old you will resist. Old habits will attempt to creep in. Familiar people might try to pull you back into comfort. That inner voice that whispers, take a break, you've done enough. is a liar. That voice seeks to keep you small, safe, and insignificant. You are not meant for safety, you are designed for greatness. You must also develop a non-negotiable night routine. How you end your day determines how you start the next. Don't collapse into sleep with your phone in hand. Power down, reflect. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? What did I accomplish? What can I do better tomorrow? Plan the next day before sleep. Lay out your clothes. Write down your top 3 priorities. When you wake, execution, not thought, should be your focus. Living intentionally is about taking the pen from the hands of circumstance and writing your own story. Life is fragile and precious. We think we have time, but every second is fleeting. Stop wasting it on unhappiness, underachievement, or mediocrity. You were born to accomplish remarkable things. That restlessness in your gut, that pull to act, that is your potential demanding release. Don't let it wither. The graveyard is overflowing with untold stories, unwritten books, unsprung inventions, and unlaunched businesses. Don't add to that. Die empty. Give everything you have while you are here. Imagine yourself at the end of 2026. You are standing at the summit of your year, looking back over the valley you climbed. You see the early mornings, the sacrifices, the moments when quitting seemed easier, but you persevered. You smile because you left nothing behind. You improved 1% every day. You are transformed, unrecognizable to your past self. But that future is still a vision. To make it real, you must act. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. When you look in the mirror, are you ready to face the truth, to kill the excuses, to do the unseen, difficult work so you can shine in the light? The clock is ticking. The world keeps moving. The 1% are advancing. Are you joining them? Work is not just attitude and effort. It is environment. Look around. Your room, your desk, your car. Is it organized or chaotic? You cannot maintain a sharp, $1,000,000 mind in a messy, disordered $10 space. Your external environment mirrors your internal state. A cluttered room signals a cluttered mind. A car full of trash signals weak discipline. Harsh but true. Tolerating disorder trains your brain to tolerate disorder in life. It tells your subconscious that organization and self-respect are optional. Begin with small steps. Clean your bed. Organize a drawer. Toss receipts that have collected dust for months. Bringing order to your space creates mental clarity and a vacuum where success can enter. Order in your environment is an act of authority. It asserts, I am in control. This control bleeds into work, relationships, and habits. Once your physical space is cleared, clear your mental space by becoming a relentless student of life. Most stop learning once formal education ends. They assume learning is temporary. But lifelong education separates mediocrity from mastery. Formal education gives you a living. Self-education gives you freedom and fortune. Build a library, not just decorative books or a social media backdrop, but a library you consume. Feed your mind with substance. If your body consumes junk, you get sick. If your mind consumes junk, clickbait, gossip, shallow content, your life becomes weakened. Read widely, even things you might disagree with. Study history, philosophy, human behavior, the triumphs and failures of great men and women. Learn what to emulate and what to discard. Be a student, not a follower. Digest the information critically and form your own conclusions. 1 hour a day is sufficient. Invest 1 hour in mastering a high-value skill, understanding your industry, or studying human psychology. In 1 year, that is 365 hours, equivalent to 9 weeks of full-time work devoted entirely to your growth. That knowledge compounds. Knowledge is invincible. You can lose money, a job, or status, but knowledge cannot be taken. Learning, however, requires space for reflection. Here, we confront a modern challenge: solitude. Silence is feared today. We fill every moment with noise, music, podcasts, scrolling, because silence forces us to face ourselves. Growth cannot occur in constant distraction. Einstein, Da Vinci, and other geniuses understood solitude's power. Alone, you belong entirely to yourself. Even one companion halves that freedom. In early mornings or late nights, find a pocket of quiet. Sit with your thoughts. Ask hard questions. Am I happy? Is this my path? What am I avoiding? Answers whisper softly. Noise drowns them. To harness this silence, you need tools. Journaling is essential. Not trivial diary entries, but writing to clarify, organize, and solve problems. Thoughts trapped in your mind loop endlessly, growing into fears and monsters. Writing externalizes them, shrinks them, and lets you analyze objectively. Is this really a problem or just fear? Journaling is for warriors, not just writers. Track wins to remind yourself of capability. Track losses to avoid repetition. Record goals to make them tangible. Clarity on paper drives focus and action. Another often neglected 1% improvement is financial discipline. Debt enslaves. Stress about money clouds purpose. Financial self-control is spiritual self-control. Spend less than you earn. Invest the surplus. It is unglamorous, but it is freedom. Each unnecessary purchase, each impulsive expense, sacrifices future liberty for fleeting pleasure. Examine your bank account honestly. Identify leaks, weaknesses, and recurring mistakes. Financial success is more than income. It is control, foresight, and self-discipline. It is about keeping more of what you earn. It requires the discipline to delay gratification, to say no to the shiny distraction today so you can say yes to meaningful choices tomorrow. Improve your finances 1% every day by tracking where your money goes, by saving even a small amount, by reading a single book on investing. Money can be a terrible master, but an exceptional servant. You must learn to master it, or it will master you. As you develop these habits, the cleaning, the learning, the solitude, the saving, you must grasp the most critical principle of all: work hard in silence. We live in a world of noise. Everyone is broadcasting every move. I'm grinding, I'm hustling, watch me work. Stop announcing your plans, stop seeking applause for achievements you haven't earned yet. The most formidable person in any room is the one who is quiet, observing, working while everyone else talks. Work in the shadows, build in the dark, let your results speak. Talking too much about your goals triggers a premature sense of achievement. Your brain feels satisfaction before the work is done, and motivation wanes. Contain your energy, let the pressure accumulate. Convert that pressure into forward momentum. Nobody cares about your story until you succeed. Win first, then tell your story. There will be moments when you feel unseen. That is when cutting corners, skipping the last rep, or eating the junk food feels tempting. No one will know, but you will, and your self-opinion is the only one that truly matters. Character is revealed when the lights are off. Character is defined when no one is watching. Each time you cheat yourself, you erode your own integrity and create cracks in your foundation. But each time you hold the line, each time you endure hardship and solitude, you build an unbreakable fortress of self-belief. You walk differently when you know you are authentic. You speak differently when you know you have earned it in the unseen hours. The year 2026 is approaching. You have the tools. You understand the math of incremental improvement. You know mornings are your battlefield, that your mind is a garden, and your circle determines your destiny. But knowledge alone is useless. Listening, understanding, and feeling inspired accomplish nothing without action. Execution is the magic. You must make a real decision. And I mean a true, irreversible decision. The word decision comes from the Latin decidere, meaning to cut off. You cut off all other options. Retreat is not an option. Staying the same is not an option. You burn the boats. You either take the island or you die trying. There is no plan B. Plan B is a distraction from plan A. Picture your life as a blank canvas. Every morning you receive a brush. The white space is today. What will you paint? Another day of excuses? Another day of "I'll start tomorrow"? Another day of mediocrity? Or will you create a masterpiece of discipline, courage, perseverance, and growth? The brush is in your hand. The paint represents your choices. The canvas represents your time, and time is fleeting. We think we have endless tomorrows, but we don't. From the moment we are born, the clock begins ticking on our potential. Don't allow your dreams to rot in the graveyard of someday. Stop negotiating with your weaknesses. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It will never arrive. Start messy. Start afraid. Start broken. Just start. This is your life. It is not a rehearsal. There is no do-over. This is it. As you step into 2026, I challenge you to be the 1%. Be the person who does what others won't, so you can live like others can't. Push yourself, improve yourself, love yourself enough to demand the highest standards from yourself. Look in the mirror one last time. The person staring back at you, that is your only competition. Beat him, beat her, outwork yesterday's version of you. Make yourself unrecognizable. The world is waiting. Your future is waiting. Now go.